Well, good morning, viewers. Here we are at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a Thursday morning. We're outside Chaplins Bar, which has been rechristened Café René for today. And of course, what is it today? It's Thursday, the 18th of November, and it's Beaujolais Day. So what we're going to do is go and see and taste some of the new Beaujolais inside. We're going to meet John Claydon and see what's actually happening. I think there's quite a few regulars from Chaplins Bar in here, but as I say, 8 o'clock in the morning, Beaujolais. I don't know, let's go and find out. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Alan. Bonjour.
Bonjour. What are we doing here at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Well, the wine arrived at 7:30, and it's all gone, and it's now 8:20.
It's disgusting, really. Quite decadent that half of Andover population are starting in Café René, drinking Beaujolais.
Do you recognise anyone, Alan?
No, I didn't. I'm still suffering from last night, but...
Yeah, it's good fun, though.
Very good fun.
Yeah.
So who shipped in the Beaujolais for you?
Our wine suppliers. Yeah, they got it in at 7:30. That was, I think, quicker than anyone else. Yeah. Yeah, it was only better than last year, but it's okay. Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
So it's been a great success this morning.
Yeah, it has been a good success, yeah. Lots of people, lots of friends. We had some guests come in, some of our suppliers, and they enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been lovely.
Viewers, come down here. Now it's Mike here. Now, Mike, you want to tell us about this Beaujolais Nouveau?
Yeah, actually, I had a glass about 7:30 this morning, and I thought it was very good, actually. Really? It was certainly better than last year. Yeah. Good fruit, well balanced, nice acidity.
Should we have a little taste of it? Because the Town TV haven't had a taste of it yet. So
haven't they? Well, yeah, we're delighted to give you a taste of it.
So let's let the viewers see what's actually. And you can come along to Chaplins Bar and taste the Beaujolais Nouveau.
Yeah, in fact, it's the Beaujolais Village Nouveau, which is the pick of the crop, and it's the Gamay grape, which
very nice colour,
excellent colour, good nose, yeah. And here's to Town TV and Savoy Leisure.
Café René, should I say?
Hello, hello.
What do you think, Steve? Steve the cameraman doesn't drink, but Mike and I do, so...
Your good health.
Yes, you.
Cheers. Cheers. I needed that after those 47 breakfasts.
We at WindowWise supply and install a wide range of windows, doors and conservatories to suit every need and pocket. Expertly fitted by our own installers and covered by a 10-year insurance-backed guarantee. WindowWise, Newbury Street, Andover. Telephone 333-350. Looking for that special job? C&M Employment Services provide a complete, permanent and temporary recruiting service. Our rates are reasonable and we offer a professional and personal approach. Ring us on Andover 351-851 for further details.
Yeah, this is Town's Television, yeah.
Here we are with Tim Fuducia at the new Hampshire Golf Club. Tim's the owner. Tim, tell me what's going to happen over these next few days.
Well, it's our big occasion on Saturday week. Well, I suppose that's today week now, when we have our grand opening. And we've got the President coming, or President-elect, I think, technically, who's Lord Wetherell, Bernard Wetherell, the ex-Speaker of the House of Commons.
He's related to you, I hear.
Oh, he's my uncle,
right.
Yes. But, so he had to do the job, really, didn't he? Yeah. And he's a keen golfer, and he used to play off 12, so he's coming down to cut tape on the first tee over there. Yep. And we've got Ian Pyne coming, who's the current English amateur champion, who did rather well at Sandwich in the Open, and he's going to come and hit a few balls off the tee to show us how to do it. And then we're going to retire and have a bit of a party in the greenkeeping shed.
Great. So do you think Andover's ready for the Hampshire Golf Club?
I think Hampshire's ready for the Hampshire Golf Club, not just Andover. Right. Yes, well, we're pay and play. we're trying to get away from all the upmarket snooty image that some golf clubs have, and basically we're trying to have golf for all. So anybody can come up, beginners, old age pensioners, anybody.
So how does it work basically? Somebody they just turn up and pay to play.
Anybody can turn up.
What are you charging?
It's £15 at the weekend for 18 holes and £13 on a weekday. But as of next Saturday, as a sort of opening offer, we're having winter rates, which is basically going to be £10 for a weekday round for anybody to roll up.
So what are your plans for this site, and how long have you been going, actually, building this?
I think it's a world record. I'm told by the English Golf Union it's a world record. We started building the course in the first week in February, and it looked like that in October last year, having just been ploughed and power harrowed. And we started building the tees and the greens in February. We sowed the greens in March and April, and we opened for play on the 24th of September, which was 7 months, which is phenomenal. We were very lucky with the weather, and our members are being very kind to us, and not mentioning the occasional flint that they might hit.
Well, the weather's not so good this morning, but we're going to come back and see you next Saturday for the official opening, and then all of Andover and Hampshire can come rushing around the golf course and start playing. Okay,
Lovely.
Well, thanks for talking to us this morning, Tim.
See you then.
See you next week. Bye.
Well, here we are at the Danebury Hotel at a psychic convention, and we'll be talking to one or two people around, and I might even get my cards read. Talking now to Tom Kajo. There's his board up there, if you can spot it. Now, Tom, how long have you been actually doing this clairvoyancy?
About 25 years.
25 years. Have you ever been wrong?
Well, it's a very hard question.
Are you right more than you're wrong?
Yeah, we actually help people.
Help people?
Yes, we do.
I must say that I've only had these done for myself once, and it wasn't too long ago, actually. It was about 3 weeks ago, you know, for the first time, yeah. And I was surprised, actually, how accurate the man was. And I had it done at Key West, right down in the peninsula down in America on holiday. And I just did it for something to do to kill an hour, you know. Yeah, very, very interesting. How is it done?
Well, we get visions from the people that sit down. We know exactly what's happening to them. A lady just sat down, and she had matrimonial troubles as soon as she sat down. And I related everything to her, and she said it was quite right. And so I gave her some advice what to do, and she got up. She was very pleased.
Would it be difficult to do mine?
Not really. No.
Shall we Shall we try?
Yes, put your hands on the crystal. What's your first name? You take your hands off the crystal now. Right, Reg, you're actually hoping and praying for something at the present moment. This is what we call your dream. And you picked a 6-month dream. It means inside 6 months, it won't be a day after it, but it can happen any time in between. Whatever you're after and praying for at the present moment will be with you. You can't stop it now. It's started. The wheels are in motion now. You see, that's you there, Reg. Now, believe it or not, there's the stormy water, and there's not enough stormy water for you to go into because you've actually been in it and you've come out of it, right? All that's calm water there, right? But you're waiting and you're sitting there and you're keeping yourself out there, you're waiting, and when you're ready, but not before you're ready, you'll bring yourself into the calm water, but only when you want to come in. It's whatever you're waiting on, that's when you're going to come in.
Right.
Yeah, you see that there? It's your lifeline.
What I'm going to do is a quick reading to find out a little bit about you, okay? Pet shops. When you've got 40 quid, you go and buy yourself an owl. This one
It's a barn owl, isn't it?
this is a barn owl, a youngster. This one was in a parrot cage being fed parrot food. So that's how ignorant people are. These birds need to fly free. Because they're captive bred, I can't set him free. If I set him free, I'm put in prison. But by saving 2, I've saved 2. That one was in a garden shed. But this is the youngest one. She's very tame.
Lovely.
And to the Indians, these are all knowledge.
Yeah. The wise old owl.
Shopping is closer to you, the Chantry Centre.
Stores full of gifts and good things, Christmas lights, a festive atmosphere, warm and comfortable surroundings, and of course, Father Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas shopping this year at the Chantry Centre. The Chantry Centre, everything you need for Christmas in the centre of Andover.
Feeling great, it's the Chantry Centre. Looking good, it's the Chantry.
Tom? 10 o'clock, eh? I'll pick you up, yeah. All right. Well, whatever you like. You can come up if you like. Well, come up then. You go straight on. I think you need to get going.
inside the final half mile, and they race towards the halfway place. Ravine can find no more on the inside rail. Behind those youngsters, staying on inside the final mile, and the white
Do you remember the old stables at Everly before?
Yeah.
It was all modernised?
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's still there. Richard still lives in the same. I was up there the other week, but he's done tremendously well. I mean, he's got some setup now, and he's probably him and probably Elsworth are the only Jack Berry. Are the only real true professionals about now. You know, they go out and they buy yearlings year after year and win good races, and he's a pro, isn't he?
Well, you first get to know Richard himself. Obviously, you're famous footballer.
Obviously through, I was interested in horses. I've always been interested in horses, and through a jockey called Frank Morby. I used to spend a bit of time with Frank Morby up at Richard's when he was riding for Old Harry, and we got to know Richard, and obviously, and just went from there, and we've sort of grown up together. Richard's been far more successful than me in a different sport.
Yeah, I've known Richard literally since he had short pants, and you know, he's a source of irritation these days because, like him, I train horses, and every time I have a runner and I think I might win, Hannon seems to beat me. He's really on a high.
So what do you put his success down to? His father or being based at Everly?
Well, he's a professional. He's a hustler. I mean, Richard's been in the business from the grassroots, and you know, he is. I use those words streetwise. Call it what you like. He's grown up within the business. He does it instinctively, with a lot of experience, cunning, craft. He's got the lots, you know, and he's just come to fruition. I wish he was a bit older or a bit younger.
You just count the winners as they come. You're only as good as your last winner.
But the main thing is you're enjoying yourself. You're having a good time.
Lovely time.
That's great.
But it's good and bad in the game, and everything's going good at the moment.
This was cleared with the UN, and as of yesterday morning we had the clearance for the Indian who holds the knowledge of the Hopi prophecy to share the platform with me, but there have been developments in that regard, and we also do have at the same time some equally extremely important news for the world, which is extremely good news, and that will be announced also tonight.
Well, I hope to get this all from you, Colin, tonight.
It'll be great to give it to you, Reg.
Great.
Okay.
Here we are back at the hotel, still not knowing actually whether the meeting is on tonight, whether the talk will be at the UN. We're just waiting for Colin to come back. So we'll let you know how things develop.
It's my pleasure to introduce tonight Colin Andrews.
Thank you very much. I guess perhaps taking one of those comments a little more seriously, I'm looking mean tonight because anybody a quarter psychic will know something's terribly wrong. Is it any wonder, at long last, at the 11th hour, we have now discussions going on with the American government and the Ministry of Defence in London? So, I'm sorry that there was a rather serious response to a very, very pleasant, and thank you for the introduction. Looking a little mean because it's very upsetting to be in something less than ideal conditions and in an environment where I personally feel under some psychic attack, let alone knowing that the environment here is a little less than as it ought to be. Something is very wrong.
Colin, here we are the day after the event, and I and many people in the auditorium wondered whether the actual day, the actual convention was actually going to go ahead. What really did happen behind the scenes yesterday?
Well, about 24 hours before we left here in Connecticut for New York and the UN, I received a telephone call from the United Nations to say that they were receiving correspondence, telephone calls and letters from the indigenous peoples, the Hopi Indians here in America, and this was clearly the beginning of a political stopper on the event itself. That's after 11 years' work on my part, thinking now that we do have the beginnings of an understanding with the crop circle phenomena and indeed the UFO and other things associated with that, to have a decision of that kind made from the UN, independent international territory within the United States, is a very serious matter.
Thank you very much, Colin. I'm sure everybody back in Andover will be pleased on some of that news. This is Reg Presley in Connecticut, USA, for Andover Town TV, signing off.
If you're anything like me, Mega Drive is probably like a very long journey, and Mega Byte's somebody with a very big mouth. So, we've come to StreetGames, Andover's premier game shop. Have a little chat with Jenny, who's lurking inside, to find out a little bit more. Let's get inside, it's freezing. What can Mum and Dad go out and buy little Johnny for Christmas then?
Right, currently the big seller is Elite 2. Our customers have been waiting 9 years for this one, since the first Elite came out. That's going well on the PC and the Amiga. There are 3 new Sonic games coming out in the next week. Jurassic Park is another big one, that's out at the moment, that came out yesterday.
We're going to be going over and looking at a little more detail at some of these games with Andy Turner over the FES, Future Entertainment Show, over at Olympia. He's going to be speaking to the likes of Amiga and Sega. Over to you, Andy.
So here's the latest offering from Amiga, Zool 2. The difference is it's a two-player game, it's a lot faster than the original version and a lot harder as well. I'm one of the Sega coaches, travel around the country doing the Sonic Challenge. That's going on upstairs right at the moment. Let's see Sega do other things apart from the Mega Drive. They do the Master System, they also do the portable video game system known as a Game Gear. This is one of those. Trouble is, it costs a lot of money. This is the Amiga Commodore stand. They're going releasing of the CD32, probably be released. This is the official release, but there'll be big sellers at Christmas. It's a great show, great stand, and I'm really pleased to see that the mother-in-law can make it as well. This is Zone Tech. They're a software company. But what they're also doing is the new flavour, which is three-dimensional pictures. Now, apparently, you stare into the picture, then you pull back, you visualise behind the picture, and suddenly it comes to life. This one apparently tells the history of evolution inside the crystal ball, and various other pictures. They all mean things. They all look three-dimensional to someone who knows what they're doing. To me, it looks like a little blob with lots of dots in it. Then again, who am I to tell? See what you think. Still nothing. Okay, so let's see what's here. Philips, CDI, let's go find someone. Bit crowded. Obviously very popular. Looking gentlemen. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Right, we're from Town Television. We'd like to know, what is CDI all about?
Right, CDI basically is a new system, CD-based system that's been developed by Philips. It'll play interactive games. They've now also introduced the digital video cartridge, which means it can play films like Top Gun and Ghost, Fatal Attraction on a 5-inch CD disc. And also you'll get interactive music video discs. So basically, as well as the normal audio that you would get on a CD disc, you will have video clips and games or details of the band or the singer and that sort of thing that you can also get on there too. There are a number of kids titles, games that you can play on CDI, and also some sort of adult titles, a thing called Voyeur, which is an interesting adult title that's coming out next week, and also a thing called Joy of Sex, which is basically an interactive version of the famous book.
I think we just had a sneak preview of Voyeur around the corner, actually. I'm not quite sure how the children reacted to that, but it did look very interesting to me. Do you think this could cause some problems, maybe, with the grown-ups, the children being able to get hold of stuff like this?
Well, the answer to that is very simple. Philips have put a lockout code onto the adult title, so there is a separate, like a PIN number when you take your cash card to the bank, and parents can program that in so that the kids cannot access it and cannot get it to play. So Philips, I think, are very aware of that and have taken precautions to make sure that kids can't just play it whenever they want to.
Right, lovely. Well, thank you very much. Hope everything goes well for you. We'll probably see you again a bit later. So here we are at Sega with Wendy and Andrew. Now they're going to tell us what's new, what's happening, and all about this Sega challenge that's been going around the countryside. Wendy.
Hi, this is one of the 4 Sega buses that tour around Britain all throughout the year. We're in search of Britain's top games playing people, and they come together on the bus, play themselves against Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails. From that, we pick the best UK champion. They go off to Europe each year to compete across all of Europe. About 13 territories in all, and we have Europeans' best Sega champ.
Well, I mean, I might have a go later, but I'm not going to have much chance, I can tell you that. And also with us is Andrew. Now, Andrew's going to tell us what's new, what's happening in the world of Sega.
Right, on November the 23rd this month, we've got 3 Sonic games coming out. Not 1, but 3. We've got Sonic CD coming out for the Mega CD, Sonic Chaos coming out for the Game Gear and Master System, and Sonic Spinball, a pinball game with Sonic in, for the Mega Drive. Also out at the moment are Aladdin, based on the Disney movie, and Street Fighter 2, the best version of the arcade hit.
Street Fighter 2's already been released. Is this an upgraded version?
Street Fighter 2 hasn't been out on the Sega before. Street Fighter 2 came out for the Sega last month it was, and it's already done phenomenally well, outselling things like Mortal Kombat 2-1. It's the best version as well.
Right, okay, so there you have it. Now you know what to buy them when they say, "Mummy, Mummy, I want." Thank you to Andrew, thank you to Wendy, and we'll be moving on, see what's new and see what's around. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye. We're here at Commodore with Keiron Sumner, who is going to explain to all you knowledgeable parents out there the difference between 16-bit and 32-bit. Take it away, Keiron.
Right. The major difference between the two technologies is that 32-bit is about 5 times faster than a 16-bit machine. The additional benefit of 32-bit on the Amiga is that you have a palette of 256 colours on screen out of 16.7 million. It gives greater clarity of picture, it gives better gameplay and excitement. I think the additional benefit of an Amiga CD32 is it's not just the best console in the world, being the first 32-bit console anywhere in the world. In addition, of course, you have video CD, you have the educational element of it. It plays all your standard audio CDs, CD plus G, and the new video CD. So you can have your favourite pop group on video. You have to skip between tracks, and it becomes the whole complete home entertainment system.
Here I am with Wilf O'Reilly. He happens to be the British European speed skating champion, is that right?
That's right, along with a lot of other things.
The fact is, I am challenged him to speed skating on the Mega Drive. Now, he says I'm going to beat him, but I don't think so. You reckon?
I reckon he's going to beat me. He's probably as good as I am at this.
I thought all speed skaters were tall, you see.
No.
Anyway, we're going to have a go in a minute.
I'm actually kneeling down, but I won't tell him that.
He's not. So we'll see you in a few minutes and we'll get on the machine. So wish me luck. The finished result, Suter Will, 1 to me. But I got one. Something to tell the grandchildren. What do you reckon?
Definitely.
Thanks a lot, Will.
Well, here we are outside a two-star hotel in Whitchurch in Hampshire, and tonight's going to be quite a special night because we've got Grace in Danger inside. They're a very loud, heavy rock band, and we've got Doris, the landlady, and her daughter, and we're going to be going in and actually filming them doing the video. So what we're going to do is go inside to the bar, and I'll introduce you to the guys. So we'll see you in just a minute. And this is Keiron from Grace in Danger.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, viewers.
Hello.
Television land.
And here we are. And we're just going to really show the setting up of the whole thing and show what's going on. There's people over here winding wires, and there's sound checks going on. There's people bent over speakers, and there's wires all over the place. And the White Hart really isn't totally a mess, but I presume by about 9 o'clock when the guys start playing, it's going to be wonderful. But before then, what we're going to do...
The management are a bit afraid at the moment.
I think the management are a bit afraid.
They're a bit afraid. I think they were expecting a 100-watt amp or something.
100-watt amp. But anyway, we're here. We're going to be filming this event. But also, as I said, we're going to be making the video for Grace in Danger. And we're going to be recording a couple of tracks. We'll show you how what it actually takes to make a video. So, or a pop promo, or a video clip, as the French call it. What do you expect of this evening, Keiron?
Well, it's always packed anyway, but tonight we've asked our little crowd along, and I think it should be standing room only.
Yeah, it should be fantastic. Okay, so we're looking forward to the gig a bit later. It's 6:10 in the evening. As you can see, it's still chaos. As I say, cables, wires, people, noise, music. Well, we wonder what the landlady of the White Hart in Whitchurch is thinking at this moment. I don't really know if she knows what she's let herself in for, but there's going to be a lot of heavy rock going on later, and there's going to be film crews roaring all over the place, and there's going to be lots and lots of people rushing around. So we're going to try and have a little word with her in just a second. So what's your name?
I'm Mrs. Kavanagh.
What's your first name?
My name's Doris.
Doris?
Yes.
Now, Doris, what do you think about Grace in Danger playing in your establishment tonight?
I'll let you know when they're finished.
Are you prepared for this?
Oh, very much so.
You've got a film crew here as well. We're going to be
Yes.
filming everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to say to all the viewers?
What would I like to say? What would I like to say is just come again when the Grace and Danger people come to play.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much indeed. So you're
Sorry.
looking forward to this evening anyway?
I really am looking forward to this
smashing.
evening.
Well,
I hope it'll be great.
I hope you're very busy.
Oh, I'm sure we shall.
Thanks for talking to us. I'll talk to you later afterwards.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yes, all right. All right.
There's Mark Garfield over there. Mark Garfield, come here. So here's Mark. And Mark,
yes.
Are you looking forward to this evening with total anticipation?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Alan. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Show kids.
So what number are you going to be doing for us tonight for the video? Can you tell us?
A song called Good Vibrations. It's not by the Beach Boys.
So who wrote it?
We all did.
You all wrote it?
All the band, yeah.
Okay. So what's the current lineup of the band now? Can you just explain to everybody?
We've got Sizzle Chest on bass. That's Will Garbett. We've got myself on drums, Mark Garfield. Richard Hannon on vocals. And Chris Powell on guitar, lead guitar and vocals. Back.
Can you explain to the viewers what happened to your fifth member?
Yes, Graham. He unfortunately left the band for musical differences. That's one way of describing it. Musical direction was just a bit different. So it's sad, but we're four-wheel drive now.
Well, fantastic. So I know it's going to be a good night. Doris, the landlady, thinks it's going to be a good night.
Doris is very keen, I think. She's one of our major fans.
Does she know what she's let herself in for, do you know?
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, perhaps we'll tell her at about 11 o'clock tonight, but anyway, we're going to be around filming you, and we're going to be filming you doing the video, so we'll talk to you later on.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mark, thanks.
My name's Alvin Stewart, and I come from Romsey, and I've just arranged to have the board put in the hole, because they started up for 5 minutes, and we're never coming here again. I think it's disgusting, I really do.
Have you heard of Grace in Danger?
Never.
Well, they're playing here tonight.
Yeah?
And they're very loud.
Yeah.
Do you think you can cope with that?
Yeah, of course.
You can?
It's tit for tat.
Yeah?
It's like sign language tonight for the service of the bar.
So I didn't get your name. What was your name?
Billy.
Billy. And where are you from?
Scotland. Dumfries, Scotland.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you live in Whitchurch?
Yeah, in the hotel.
You do?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So it's going to be a good night for you tonight.
Of course.
Busy bar.
Yeah, I'll enjoy it.
Fantastic.
I'm sure my ears will be nice and
I'm sure it will.
calm down at the end of the night.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, Billy. Cheers.
I've often wondered how a valley such as this, in the southern part of England, with its fine waterways and meadows, can turn into this. Andover, a small market town in central southern England. And if you want to know the beginnings of this town, you have to travel back in time around 2,000 years to the south. 55 years BC, all the continent and most of Scandinavia had its own way with England right up until that date. Marauding hordes of Vikings and Saxons often plundered England from these waters here in the south. But at 55 BC, it suddenly all changed. A new breed of people were crossing the channel. And from Gaul, which is now called France, came the Romans, who built this fort here at Portchester. And from then on, as soon as they'd formed a base here, they moved north and west. And this is where Andover came into being, because the first time Andover reaches the map is as Andoverus. So Andover owes its very existence to the Romans. But what did the Romans actually do for us? They gave us the name of Andover. What else did they give us?
Drains. Drains, yeah.
Drains?
Drains.
Yeah, but apart from drains and Andover, what else did they give us?
Viaducts. Viaducts, yeah. Yeah, viaducts, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, but apart from viaducts and drains and Andover, I mean, really, come on, what did the Romans give us?
They gave us some laws as well.
Yes, but apart from the laws and the viaducts and the roads and the drain, what really did the Romans do for us?
Language, yeah.
Yeah, but language, roads, drains, I mean, you know. Okay, now come on, let's get serious. We're on our way to Winchester, which is the old capital of England, where a king used to rule called Alfred. And there's a good little story that goes along with that about Alfred burning the cakes. And he was evidently in an old lady's cottage after a battle, and she asked him to look after the bread. But while she was out getting some water, Alfred was worried about the battles to come. And when she came back, she noticed that the bread was burning, and she said, "Alfred the Great." Can you believe that? So here we are at Winchester, and as you see behind me, King Alfred. As the Romans did move and push far further north, for about 300 years they stayed here in England, building up our cities, our towns. But when they left, it left a vacuum. And Alfred was one of the first kings to get his act together. One thing that the Romans did give us was straight roads. And this one runs from Winchester right through to Andover. It is dead straight. All of the turnings on there are on the new part of the road. But in actual fact, you can follow this road even by farm track right through to Andover. It was just one day's march from Winchester to Salisbury, and just north of Salisbury is Old Sarum, an old Roman fortress. The Romans always built to the north of a town that they just conquered to stave off any attacks that might come in from the Celts. And about 13 miles west of Andover, I wonder what the Romans would have thought of this. Well, here we are back in Andover. I think you'll realise that Andover is central to everything that we've seen today. Easy accessible. This is Reg Presley for Andover Town Television, signing off.